Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 9 German Collector Super Heavy, the Tiger Mouse. The only Super Heavy with DPM. I know, the mouse technically has decent DPM, but the Tiger Mouse, a tier lower, actually has more damage per minute than the mouse. And if you look at Tier 10 as a whole, the mouse's DPM is actually the same as any other Tier 10's DPM, so it's nothing crazy. I will admit, the E100 does have really good DPM, but the Tiger Mouse is just one of those few vehicles that really is unique. It's got a lower alpha of 410, but it's got this crazy good reload of only 9.4 seconds. Not only that, it features sandbags. I'm running double sandbags on my Tiger Mouse, giving me 2,656 health. That's more hit points than the average Tier 10 Heavy. I have more DPM than the average Tier 10 Heavy. This thing also has great levels of penetration and surprisingly good armor. When you add all of that together, it's no wonder the Tiger Mouse is one of the most dangerous Tier 9s, and it's one of the vehicles that is, well, a bit of a shame because it was $200 to get your hands on. I do assume at some point Wargaming will release this vehicle again for a cheaper price tag, and I would definitely keep your eyes out for it because this thing is really, really fun. It's not the fastest. In fact, it's probably one of the slowest tanks in the game, but speed is not always key, and when it comes to this vehicle, well, it's definitely not key, because this tank can't go fast at all. Look at the traverse speed on it. It's actually a joke. Now, our Kampfpanzer is already basically dead, which is pretty tragic when you think about it. There we go. Nice 450 damage shell into the Jagdpanther. Now, what we're going to do is start backing up a bit, because, well, our Kampfpanzer is already dead, and there's only so much I can do when I already have a dead teammate. So, we're going to start backing up here, and we're going to see if somebody tries poking this corner. We'll see if the Nebraska does or something like that. We got plenty of room here to do what we need, so I'm just going to wait patiently. Something's in the base cap. There you go. Nice 340. I legit don't think the Nebraska can actually pen me. I'm more worried about, tanks like the Jagdpanther, which probably will cut through me, but again, I have so much DPM on this thing that I'm not really that worried. We just got to back up at this point. We can aim it on the, well, I guess we're going to shoot the regressor. We've already blocked 1,500 damage, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. And it's aiming on this regressor again, maybe? No, not able to get a shell out, but we'll just move up here. Oh, we got the Nebraska on my side. Not a very helpful AMX CDC, is it now? Well, we do get a nice pen, but this CDC is absolutely useless, dude. What are we doing, my bro? Yeah, what a skilled player. I don't know what the thought process was on that maneuver there. All right, well, at this point, we gotta hope that our Cobra doesn't suck eggs, because if our Cobra does, our chances of winning are drastically reduced. Yeah, our Cobra's not doing too good right now. Our team in general is not doing too good right now, but I'm really hoping that the Cobra doesn't end up throwing this game, but it looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. We can aim in on the lower plate of the VK. We do get a nice pen, but, well, now we got the AMX, we got the Nebraska over here. Let's wiggle. We get a bounce from the Nebraska, which is obviously pretty nice. I'm just going to chill right here for now. I think in this spot, we're pretty well protected. Oh, dang, dude. That shell was this close to hitting. But yeah, I think in this spot, we're pretty well protected. We do have the VK over here, which I'd love to be able to get a shell into, but it looks like we're not able to do that just yet. All right, well, got the AMX in mid. And at this point, I'm just going to back up. AMX bounces me, which means I can drive up and... Oh, we got the Nebraska behind me. Okay. Alright, that's fine with me. The Nebraska's going to take a bit of my HP away, but you know what? We're going to load in a high explosive, clear that player right out of the game. Not sure why that player did that. And oh my god, the AMX ran me for 1,000, dude. What was that maneuver? What a monkey play. Alright, well, we still got the 7.52 on my side, which is a serious problem. We need to get up this hill as fast as I possibly can, so that we don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Keep going, keep going. Alright, looks like the VK is probably going to try and get off to my flank, and it wouldn't shock me if that was the play that this VK did make here. There you go. Got the VK, and keep backing up, keep backing up. Alright, not necessarily a big fan of this position we're about to be stuck in. Oh, there's the 7.52. Yeah, this is not good, dude. This is not good. We do get a nice pen into the 7.52, but as you guys can see... Oh, and I get tracked and penned. Well, oh well. As I keep saying, there's only so much you can do when you have a bad team, and It's just the world of super heavies nowadays, you know? You got the DPM, you got the armor, and we did so much this game, bro. I mean, that AMX alone ran me for 1,000. We did over 4,700 damage, blocked 3,800. We got a first class, and easily to top in the team. But then you have another tier 9 heavy that does 0 damage, and another tier 9 medium, which pens one shot. And it takes all of that effort, all of that damage you've done, and completely just flushes it down the drain. It's a bummer. It really is, because that could have been such an easy game. If that Barask was not able to get to my side and bleed me that health, and our Cobra had been able to kill the Barask, I could have pushed up, helped with the AMX, cleared the AMX out of the game, probably gotten the VK and gotten a win. But, oh well. Let's try one more game in the Tiger Mouse, and let's see how it does in this battle. But, as you saw, this tank did great. That DPM really allowed me to rip out damage. And I know some of you might say, oh, but Droodles, you got a RAM, which gave you an additional 1,000. And yes, I did. But even without that RAM, I still did 3,700 damage. So it's not like that RAM was the only reason I ended up dealing a lot of damage that game. Alright, well, let's move up. And trying to think of the best way to take apart this situation. We're going to go wide. This tank is so slow. Oh my god, our 183 nuked him. Well, there goes the enemy 113. Don't we love the 183 and how it can just literally strip a player's hit points away like that? Alright, we're going to keep moving up here, though. Let's see, we got the 113, which we get an easy pen into. And while we do get shot in return, again, we have more base health than the 113. And when you pair that with the fact that we just literally decimated that guy, yeah, there's not much he's going to be able to do. Alright, well, that player's already out of the game. I don't know where the enemy 183 is, which is pretty scary. You know, the 183 is a big threat, but it's aiming on the side of that T30. There you go, easy pen. Let's move up a little bit more. Put on my adrenaline. And it's, well, let's hope that the 183 is not sitting right there. Not seen him so far. God, this thing's so slow, though. That is definitely the big downside of the Tiger Mouse, is just its mobility. This thing is not going to win any awards in terms of speed. It's tragically slow. Come on. Dang. I was really hoping that Prog was going to end up poking. We have the Kron, which we can't really pen, but I don't really care if the Kron shoots me. The whole point of a Super Heavy is to be the bait for your team. So if that Kron focuses me over my Rhino and the rest of my team here, that's absolutely perfect. So let's move up. Let's aim it on the side of the Kron. Here we are. Boom. There you go. Terrible roll. 340 is about as bad as you can get. But we're still bleeding out this player. The E5 is going to push him as well. We're going to move up ourselves. And although I can't hit the Kron right now, I can get the clear in. And now we can keep moving up. There's only 3 tanks left on the enemy team. And while the 183 is a threat, I don't really think it's that much of a threat to me. I have the hit points that I can take a shot from this player, and I have the DPM that I should realistically be able to beat the 183. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to move up, and we're just going to keep going. I will take the shot for my team, and I kind of need to take the shot for my team. So that's what we're going to do here. We track the enemy 183. Unfortunately, our Rhino makes a stupid rookie mistake and allows the 183 to shoot him. We're going to shoot the 183 again, another 400 damage shell, and just like that, we just reload. 3 more seconds, we'll get this player cleared. 3, 2, 1. There you go. This is where, again, having that DPM does allow the Tiger Mouse to actually feel amazing, because, you know, most heavies don't have that ability to really rip into something. But yeah, we've done pretty good this game, and it's only 2 tanks left at this point. We got the Balshation, which is the biggest threat, and then we got the Minnow right over here. So let's aim it on that Minnow. Okay. Where do we get penned? Oh, it's just right through the turret. It's always going to be the biggest problem with the Super Heavy, is the turret armor just falling apart. There's not much you can do about it, though, right? The good news is that if this Minnow wants to pen me, it has to fire gold. And that's a big dub for me, because that Minnow firing gold allows me to last longer. Got the Balshation, which only has... I don't even think that player has any shots left, so we're just going to move up. We're going to ignore that. We're going to try and push the Minnow. Here we go, and boom, there you go. The Minnow only has 1 shot right now, so... Oh, the Minnow's out of shells. That was not the best play from this Minnow here, because we get our 2nd shell into them. That's another 470 damage. Now we're going to give this Minnow a nice ram. Let's see if we can get a little bit of extra damage from the ram here. There you go. Nice 593. Will the E5 pen the Minnow? The E5 does. We're going to reload again. We're going to load a gold shell to guarantee the clear. And there you have it. Super easy victory. This game was a great showcase of the Tiger Mouse. I mean, we were in a tier 9 and we went toe-to-toe with tier 10s and literally beat them. We did 4,400 damage. We ended up acing the vehicle, finishing top on the team without even breaking a sweat. And that's just what the Tiger Mouse does. As I said, it's got great heat pen. 370 millimeters is more effective pen than the tier 10 mouse. It has more health than the most of tier 10, and then it also has 2600 DPM with double sandbags, and it has combat stabilization with pretty good base dispersion. Like, when you actually look at the capabilities of the Tiger Mouse, and you compare it to the Moishin, the E75, or any of these other heavies, this tank is simply just built different, and because of that, it is so strong. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comments, but I've had an absolute blast playing in this vehicle. 3,500 average damage for 40 games, 75% win rate. I mean, it's a tier 10 at tier 9. That's as simple as it is. I would legitimately rather play in this tank against tier 10s than I would the mouse against tier 10s. Because as I said, it has more DPM than the mouse, it has more armor than the mouse on the turret, just kind of a better tank. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.